Oh, well, would you look at that? I decided to come back for more. That, I actually had fun a little. I had a bit of fun last time, so here we are again. I thought I'd be skipping straight to Inquisition, but now here we are. Uh, where am I going? I think Shepherding Wolves is the one that I'm following currently, so I'll go deal with that. So yeah, here I am. I think we're chasing after a nun, right? Or something. Or no, she wants our help because she's in trouble or something. I can't tell. I don't remember. It's something along those lines. Hi.
I'm expected.
I thank you for coming. This matter is delicate, and I need someone of limited notoriety who will not link this to me. It is an escort, but I think you will agree the nature of the party makes this unique.
If unique Unoric. It's, is it... is it...
If this is criminal, I already have enough trouble.
I should think you're about to have more. I am Sister Patrice. This is my burden of charity.
Shiva Da.
Would even a Templar bind a mage like this? A survivor of infighting with their Tal-Vashoth outcasts. I call him Katojan, a bridge between worlds. The Viscount and others feel that peace begins with appeasement. This mage would likely be returned to his brutal kin. He can serve a better purpose. I want him free. He must be guided from the city without alerting his people, or being seen in my care.
You don't just stumble on someone like this.
For all their blasphemous certainty, the Qunari do have deserters. Those who seek freedom are hunted mercilessly.
Tal-Vashoth, they seem to accept the role.
Even their rebels conform. Savonel observed one of their bloody exchanges. This poor mage was the only survivor.
And you think this mage was being hunted?
I am certain no thinking creature would willingly submit to this. If he was not running before, he has seized the opportunity now.
Can I talk to him specifically instead of talking about him right in front of him?
If you're so intent on this, why not use Chantry resources?
My order will soon realize the Qunari presence is more than a test of faith. It is an open challenge. But for now, I must act on my own. Helping this mage shows how Qunari heresy cannot be ignored. His flight is vital.
Is freedom so helpful? A new life with that collar seems doubtful.
And yet it is more than he has. My reach is limited. His struggle is his own.
It just seems like releasing a bird, cage and all.
We do what we can to step toward what is right. That must be enough.
You're not interested in who you might be hiring?
If you were important enough to know, I would need someone else. But if you insist, what is your family name?
My name is Hawk.
Strong. Very Ferelden. The Qunari have hardly pressured the southern nations. You have not seen as many converts or those who refused. If this action, if any action, can lessen their influence, it must be done.
Will he help? If I trust him at all?
I don't know his capabilities or if he can function at all in that collar, but I think he knows we are his only way out.
You think?
He's followed every direction and made no aggressive moves, even when taunted. Were I in his place, I could have fled. Qunari or not, I can only assume he wants to be led to freedom.
I've had dealings with the Qunari leader. He'd want to know of this.
You have dealt with their leader? If you have interacted with Qunari, you know how they treat those who leave their heathen order. The Arishok would doom this poor creature. But knowing them is useful. If they challenged you, attacking an ally would only confirm their barbarism. You are still right for the task.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I can get him out of Kirkwall. He's a bit conspicuous for the streets, though.
I had never thought about the plight of mages among the Qunari. But it seems they are even more oppressed than we are.
This mage will be a fine example of how cruel Qunari are, even to their own. But only if this plays out just so. The passage here leads to the warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but that is why you were hired.
Uh-huh.
Good luck.
Thanks. Alright. Let's see. This way. Aha! This trapdoor looks familiar. Hey man. How's it going? You like pizza? Or spaghetti? Soup? Get a load of this guy.
I would not approve of coming here to avoid the guards, but these circumstances are unique.
Aveline. My
Watch your
god.
step.
Oh, ow. It did warn me about the trap, and I just kind of completely ignored it.
Trap!
Where? Oh. Oh no. I was trapped. Surprise, spider in his eye. Fighting in this enclosed space is horrible. I wish that they kept in the, like, just being able to look outside of the dungeon whenever the camera is fully zoomed out, because this is really cramped and annoying to navigate. Maybe that's what this view is for. Oh, but then I can't see the whole battlefield. Not good either way. Wow, I did it.
Trap! Done.
Huh. Ooh, a chest. This could never go poorly. Nice. A weapon I won't use.
He's not very helpful, is he?
You don't have to say that to his face.
Have I mentioned that I don't really like it here?
If the deep roads is what you want, you have the coin to do it.
You showed the boy Fainriel great mercy. He will live better among the Dalish than anywhere in Kirkwall.
Thanks. Oh. Ook.
Ah, look at this. Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of Qunari lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who will pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
Good advice.
Do everyone a favor and listen to your friend.
Unless you lot make a holiday of the last free place in Kirkwall, tax it up like even Lowtown. I'll cut you up and save the biggest piece for your pet.
What?
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
What? What did he just do? Did he just... Dude. Oh, and I thought the cinematography was getting just slightly better. No, not at all. Not even close. Ugh. Oh, that was depressing. Well, let's do a hit that. Slap these other two with the paralysis. And... This one's Tempest, right? Yeah, okay. Dude, this combo is way too strong. Like, that is not okay.
This will be fun!
I think that's the last of them. The danger has passed, Katojan. Calm yourself. Did you react because your lead was threatened? How much of this is just blind instinct, I wonder? You can't gesture or stomp your feet twice for yes or something.
The sister has assumed a great deal from a few grunts and twitches.
Yeah?
You did what I said. Did I hit the right phrase or something? Right. Could have expected that answer. Keep control, and remember who is on your side. Of course. I expected no different.
Cool. That's funky. And I need to change Anders' tactics so that he's not running around. Not tank. Aggressive, no. Passive. Yeah, I think I want passive. I think. Last descent boots. Ooh. Ah, Legion of the Dead. Oh, is that... one human joined the Legion of the Dead at some point. Great. Ah. Interesting. Well, that's funky. Can I slap that armor on? How are none of these better than the just a random bit of armor that I got off of... I mean, maybe their buffs are better, but like... Other than that... I'll go ahead and... Well... Is there even a difference, really? Not much of one. 19 attack is better. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I didn't put it on in the first place. I will put this one on, though. Hey guys, how's it going?
You will hold Basra Vashidan. I am Arvarad, and I claim possession of Serabas at your heel. The members of Iskaratam were killed by Tal Vashoth, but their disposal leads only here, to Serabas and you.
I just got here, coming from the other way. If there was a trail, I didn't leave it.
Yet you are here with Serabas. The crime is his freedom, his leash held by unknowing Basra. We will not allow that danger to continue. Let your own mages doom you. Serabas will be properly confined.
And if he doesn't want to go back?
Serabas, show that your will remains bound to the Qun. He has only followed you because he wants to be led. He has allowed no other purpose.
The sister called him Katojan. You are Serabas?
Serabas is his role and his name, as you understand it. It is the accusation and acknowledgement of being a mage.
And you are Arvarad?
My role is to hold the leash and hunt the Grey Ones who leave the Qun. Or Baz who have not yet been enlightened.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak. It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater threat is clear. It is my role to secure Serabas. It is the role of another to purge the perversions of your kind.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Serabas have, draws from chaos and demons. They can never be in control.
So you fear them?
Like so many others.
We leash Serabas because they are dangerous and contagious. Not even your Templars fully grasp that threat.
Yeah, so let Anders fight this one out for me.
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Serabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Serabas who lose their Arvarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
This is gonna cause this is gonna cause a lot of problems.
I'm not giving him to you. He'll choose his own path.
He wants what the Qun demands. He is nothing else. You, Basra, your kind have no sense. The opportunity for reason will be forced upon you. You will all be brought to the Qun.
Right. Well, you see, guys. Can I hit all of them? That's funny. See, now I would hand him over to you, but there's a slight problem here. Just a small problem. If you would be so kind as to... Arvarad, I think that's the one I want. Yeah.
This goes on too long! Finish it!
no, they keep coming. Whatever shall I do?
I'll deal with this! Ha!
I think Anders like running away very slightly is funny. Here, can you stand over here? Thanks.
Can you stand?
What is it, like a control rod?
I am unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Basvarad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of Arvarad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
So after all of this, now you want to die?
I do not want to die. I want to live by the Qun.
Which means dying.
Yes. Is that hard to grasp?
Arvarad couldn't kill me. Perhaps he was wrong about your death, too.
Losing to you does not make him wrong. He spoke the Qun. I have chosen. It is bred in the bone.
Existing is not a choice.
It is the only choice. As it Taleb. It is to be.
Could you have returned if I'd let these others live?
No.
You were doomed from the start.
I was outside my Karatam. I may be corrupted. I cannot know. How I return is my choice.
Of all the ridiculous, spineless, mind-controlled, senseless piece of shit arguments I've ever heard.
What
Anders,
comfort
calm down,
has freedom
please.
brought you, mage? You would have more if you submitted to the Qun.
Patrice might take you back, if death is the only other option.
The sister was not honest.
What do you mean?
I cannot say what she wanted, but it was certainty, not of the Qun. And her guard smelled of death.
Others of your kind live outside the Qun. You could join them.
They are not my kind. I am Qunari. They are not.
They have chosen to be free.
Free? They have refused what they are. I can't choose to not be.
I did all this work to get him out here, and then he's just gonna go back. Nah, but at the same time, I really don't want to force him. Yeah, fine, whatever.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basvarad. Remember this day.
gave me a
But-
thing, guys.
The creature was free.
She may not have known about this, but clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
If this was her doing, I have a few questions for her.
Okay, what did I get? 2 health regeneration rate. Each point of health provides additional 0.2 mana. Oh. That seems really good. Codex updated. Simple shape on a leather cord. Secret thing was never meant for the eyes of another. Huh. Whack. Alright, well, time to leave. Okay. Apologies about the sniffle. I think it was picked up on the mic. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, back to what's her face? The person. Patrice. Ah, yes.
Leave nothing. It must be clean with no ties.
Hi
Hawk.
there.
It was Hawk, right? From the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
You know what we faced.
Mind your tongue, Ferelden.
Please, do speak your mind.
The bodies of the mages Karatam led right to us. Why?
You come back speaking their language and think to lecture me? If such a plot existed, if the Qunari had murdered you for trying to help their slave mage, then yes, someone might have found that useful. It would have cast doubt on appeasement. Perhaps your death would have been a tragic necessity. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. But all we have now are dead Qunari and the word of a sympathizer.
Your Ketogen killed himself rather than be free.
I assumed he wanted to escape, just as I would.
But-
My pity is genuine, but they are not like us.
If, perhaps. Why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, you are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown. Rest assured, I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the Faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
Okay.
She'll be trouble.
You don't say, Meryl. Also, wow, this is the same setup as my house. Alrighty. We're definitely setting up for some sort of conflict between mages and whatnot at some point. Okay, what's the next side quest I can do? First sacrifice. And that one. Right. Okay, where is that? All the way down there? Lovely. These environments are pretty decent. The fire is still the best part, though. No doubt about that. That's the wrong way. East away. Is it? Oh, it's... Duh. It's right here. Hello, Ignacio. Here. Slap that there. Kick this up there. Do a little bit of this.
You go through me before anyone else.
That's enough!
Take this.
Oh no. One more archer. Oh. Okay, there's more people.
Let's finish
Is there anyone else? No? Okay, we got a bow. And some gloves that are slightly better because of crit chance. But not much better. Oh, I leveled up too. That's nice. Okay, we're doing... Yeah. And more into this. Yeah. Then armor, that's not the armor button. This is the armor button. Flop that on. Okay. Any stuff in this room? Oh. This poor dude.
I stand for all of us.
Alright. Quest complete.
Good job in there. In fact, get rid of any other groups like that, and I'll be at the Hanged Man with some toys as reward. Courtesy of some interested friends.
Well, how about that?
Inspiring dialogue. Almost as inspiring as how much I talk. I think the first sacrifice is the one that I need to do next. Yeah. More running. Heidi ho there, neighborinos. Ooh. Aveline seems to be doing fine.
Something is going on here.
You
and I
don't.
like it.
You don't say! Anders, how very observant of you. Sack of bones. Rune of fire.
That ring looks Orlesian.
A severed hand, a ring, and a pile of bones. Emmerich will want to see this. And I should bring the ring to Ghislaine. It might belong to Ninette.
Oh no. Deadified and dead inside.
Watch your step.
Where? There it is.
That should do it.
Boots. Just boots. Nothing else.
Set.
Oh, yeah, let's do a bit of leveling up. You can auto level up. And for you, we're doing 1, 2, 1. Oh. Oh, okay, so it's 1 health is 3 mana now instead of 1 health is 2 mana. Where's level 11? 13 and 11. Okay. Maybe I'll do another primal. Yeah, I'm using Tempest Fury a lot. Okie dokie. I don't feel like exploring the rest of this because I have a feeling we'll be back. So, on we go to the exit. Do any of you guys have anything inspiring to say?
Everything here is cold. Hard stone. I wish I'd worn shoes with soles now.
If the deep roads is what you want, you have the coin to do it.
That Thrask seemed like a decent man. For a Templar.
Aveline does not seem to have anything fresh to say. Quite disappointing. Okay, we've cleared this out. But there's still more to do, of course. Because why wouldn't there be? Always more to do. Back to here. Hey, buddy.
You might want to see this. This was left in the foundry you mentioned in your notes. I was also attacked by shades.
These are human bones. Then there is no chance of finding Meren alive, or any of the others.
I saw someone leaving the scene, but they got away. I'm sorry.
It was more than I accomplished.
My people have been slow to react, but this needs official support.
I will bring this to the city guard immediately. It should be enough to convince them the disappearances are worth investigating.
But I have the city guard captain with me right now. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Okay, let's see. Revive fallen friends. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. And now that I have that, I can start focusing on the vengeance path. What? Oh, I forgot to press confirm. Duh. Okay, I think the only thing I have left to do is the enemies among us quest, which is great. Feels good. It's nice. Okay, where do I have to go? East way? Oh yeah, right. All these people saying, no need to check this out. Wouldn't it be more suspicious
We
to
should
have
go carefully. Who knows what this many blood mages may have summoned to defend themselves?
Trap! Done.
Don't worry, they set up a trap that I could then dismantle very easily. And there's someone up here. Gotta take care of them. Oh. Hey, will you do a bit of this? And then a bit of that. And then, let's see, who's still alive here? You. Okay, I need you to run. Anyone else in here? Seems like not. Yeah, sure. It's normal to just go, ha, randomly. I do it all the time, on the regular. Every day. Can't go a second without going, ha, the Veil. Detest this notion that the Veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world of the living from the world of the spirits. There is no this side and that side when it comes to the Veil. One cannot think of it as a physical thing, or a barrier, or even a shimmering wall of holy light. Think of the Veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw the world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they are open, you see our world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing, a realm where the imagined and the remembered have as much substance as that which is real. More, in fact. A spirit sees everything defined as defined by will and memory. This is why they are so very lost when they cross the Veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them, or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of a demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the Veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than a physical transition. The Veil is an idea. It is the act of transition itself, and it is only the fact that both living beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the Veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. By Marino, Senior Enchanter of the Minrathous Circle of Magi. 655 steel. Funky. Oh, hello.
Make it good.
I'll deal with this!
You are not enough.
Dead. And more dead. And they're all dead. Because why? Because I killed them myself. Wow, another combat.
Get back! That's enough! How about you? Let's finish this!
Nice. Thinking cap. Magic. Pressing R makes you automatically run to any nearby doodads? Dude, that's really cool.
I don't like the looks of this. That should do it.
What the hell is that? That looks like a person. Why is there a person floating? Hello? It is a person.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Always the demon thing. Can't you people say no?
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more than mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble, any well-meaning meddler.
If you turn yourself in now, the Templars may spare your life.
The Templars! We will destroy their entire pathetic order.
Nah,
If a
you're
few
gonna
more
die.
Templars fall to the demons, we concede chaos in their ranks.
You're gonna be
How
very
many
dead soon.
abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Tell me where Karen is.
The experiments need so much fuel, you see. So many living vessels are found wanting. Useless vessels can still feed the compost heap, so it's not a complete waste.
Yeah, no, you die
You're
now.
worse than a monster. Goodbye.
Kill the vessels only if you must!
No. Actually, I've decided that you're all fucked. And we'll have a bit of this. And I'll do a bit of the... I don't need to do that. It'll just start attacking her, though. Oh, right. Stupid mage.
I'll deal with this! Try me!
I love how I just kill things, like, in 3 hits. It doesn't make any sense, but you know. It's just a bit, it's a bit powerful. Oh hey, last descent helmet. I will take that. Thank you. So if I press R, it just runs to the what? I love how I just keep finding like random items and it's like, oh yeah, this is a side quest. Am I supposed to be able to click on him? Oh, there's his hitbox.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
Be careful, Hawk. He was influenced.
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Meryl, you know something about this. Is he possessed?
I don't know. It's clean. There's no scent of demons in his blood.
That's fun.
If there's even the slightest chance you're possessed, the Templars need to know.
No, I'm me, I swear. Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder.
Okay. Hang on, can I just, I haven't done this in a while. Here, can I just... No. That is cool that the cutscene was rendered in-game, though.
How wonderful. More vessels for our experiments.
Where is Karen?
Perhaps the demons will find one of you suitable.
Always the demon thing. Can't you people say no?
I am not some hopeless waif that ran crying to a demon. I sought them out and embraced them.
Why have you taken the recruits?
Demons can inhabit much more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
mages and corpses. With assistance, they can control anyone I ask. Any Templar, any noble.
I love
any
how just, like,
well-meaning
insignificant
meddler.
this person is.
Go ahead. Try to give me to your demons.
Good, good. The demons like spirit. If a few more Templars fall to the demons, we can seed chaos in their ranks. How many abominations can they discover amongst their own before it drives the Knight Commander crazy?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna...
You're worse than a monster. Goodbye.
Kill the vessels only if you must!
Yeah, we'll do this combat again. Except this time, I'll be a little bit smarter about my placement of things. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and do this time. And she's dead. That went way better than last time. There we go.
Mother, the lights.
Okay, so you have to click on his foot for some reason instead of making his entire body a hitbox.
Is it over?
Karen.
Yes, that's my name. Oh, thank the Maker. I thought he had abandoned me.
Be careful, Hawk. He was influenced.
The cage has opened. Thank Andraste.
Meryl, you know something about this. Is he possessed?
I don't know. It's clean. There's no scent of demons in his blood.
Go ahead and leave, Karen. You've been through enough.
Don't tell the Templars. I don't know what they do to me. Please, I need to go back. Tell them I'm all right. Tell my sister. I must go.
When you talk to Sir Cullen, maybe downplay the blood magic angle. We don't need the Templars cracking down even harder.
Okay. I did the neutral option somehow. But that's fine. I prefer that to having...
Shit heap was.
What? Did you call my friends a shit heap? It's very observant of you. Hey, man.
Blood mages have infiltrated your ranks. They've been implanting your recruits with demons.
Sweet blood of Andraste.
Demons? Did you say something about the recruits and demons?
I didn't want to tell you, Masha. They were horrible. Those mages see the rest of us as ants to be crushed. They won't stop until they've destroyed the Chantry and the Templars forever.
Yeah.
Tirane was crazy. Magic didn't make her that way.
True, not every mage gives in to temptation, but none are ever free of it. At any time, any mage could become a monster, from the lowest apprentice to the most seasoned enchanters. Mages cannot be treated like people. They are not like you and me.
Surely that's a little harsh.
They are weapons. They have the power to light a city
Can't you
on
make
fire
the-
in a fit of pique.
Can't you make the argument that anyone can become a murderer at any time? Isn't that... But you know, it's fine. Whatever.
There's fault on both sides. We must find a way to live in peace.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps mages need better education as to why the Chantry functions as it does. Perhaps they would not go against the will of Andraste herself. I will look into it. For now, Karen, unless it is proven you are free of demons, I must strip you of your commission immediately.
No, you can't really think that. Karen's fine. He's safe.
Please, sir. I tried to resist. I never took anything they offered. I need this position or my sister can't eat. I've been training for 5 years.
We conducted tests on Karen. He's not possessed. He can stay in the Order.
I hesitate to ask what methods you used that you are so certain. Still, you have done much for us by stopping these blood mages. I will heed your request. If he has shown no sign of demonic possession in 10 years' time, Karen will become eligible for full knighthood.
Thank you, Sirah. Again. But without a full knighthood, Karen's pay is so small. I do not know if I can reward you as you deserve.
I will handle that, miss. You have done the Order a great service. We will not forget it.
Okay. Cool. Quirky. Great. Where am I supposed to go now, game? Ah, back to the deep roads. And a side quest. Lovely. Finally, we're back to the deep roads part of this. This whatever is going on here. Delightful.
You're Hawk, aren't you?
I am Hawk, aren't I? Hello there, Bonwald.
This is yours, if I'm not mistaken.
You found it. Right, a void. I didn't think. Thank you.
I love how I just find these things and give it to them and like, yeah, cool, sure. But I mean, I suppose it is better than having to, you know, go through a full dialogue with them. And yes, I do have enough money now, so. There's a gnat flying around my room. I think I can squish it.
Better prices.
Are you sure?
This ring is all I have to return to you. I'm sorry.
Oh. Ninette's wedding ring. Yes. Look at the engraving. Forever faithful, forever yours. Oh. Written in happier times. Where did you find it?
Just know that she will not return.
It's better this way. Our marriage has been in shambles for more than a decade.
Yeah, I
I'll
could
send
tell.
the ring to her family. With luck, it will appease them. Thank you for all your help, Sarah.
You're
Make
welcome.
her watch over you.
Thank you for your coin. Damn it, I missed it. Freaking gnat. I'll squish it eventually. Hey, Bartrand.
You again? What now?
I spoke to Varric about becoming a partner.
Partner? Bloody Varric. I suppose you're the help he promised. It figures. If you see that sodding bastard, bring him here. I want to hear exactly what he's promised, right from his lying mouth.
Okay. You know what that means. And also, not gonna lie, that's a really good way of forcing the player to put certain people in their party. I do like that.
Maker's breath. You get more letters than I do.
Shut up. Sure, fine.
There's another one on the desk.
I hope Mother convinces the Viscount to give us the estate.
Okay, I need Varric. Oh, it's keeping them all level with mine this time. That is nice. Okay. Is this a side quest? 'Cause I might just ignore it. No, it's a main plot. Ah, great. Dang it, I keep missing it. This party's not ideal, but it's fine.
Well, well, if it isn't the man of the hour.
Do I know you?
I know him. I thought Bartrand told you to clear off, Dougal.
Calm yourself, Varric. I just wanted to meet your brother's new business partner.
That remains to be seen.
And that's what I need to talk to you about.
Dougal's one of my dear brother's ex-partners.
Bartrand turned aside my offer of help, even though I had the coin to spare. Thing is, I still think it's a promising venture. The fool won't let me invest, but if someone like you invested on my behalf...
What do you think?
Hard to say. Dougal's never done me any harm.
See? There you go.
Still don't trust you. You're as sour a bastard as my brother without the family connection to make it easier to swallow. Do what you like. I came to you, not to him. But we do need the coin.
I don't need the coin.
If Bartrand doesn't want your help, neither do I.
Think you can come up with a coin all on your own, eh? Fair enough.
Hawk will find a way.
Really? From what I can tell, it seems your friend enjoys spending coin more than saving it. You change your mind? Come talk to me. I doubt this expedition is going anywhere in the meantime.
I have the coin. Pretty sure I have the coin. Yeah, no, I have more than enough of the coin, actually. So, thanks, but no thanks. I don't like that you're bald. At least Varric has hair, you know? Back to Hightown! Yay!
What? Just wondering if the feathered pauldrons are an essential part of the moody rebel mage persona.
What are you talking about?
I'm working on an epic poem about a hopelessly romantic apostate, waging an epic struggle against forces he can't possibly defeat.
What do you mean, can't possibly defeat?
Well, it's not a good story unless the hero dies.
Based.
You.
Ah, brotherly love. It's quite something, don't you think?
Sure is something. Especially when little brother makes promises I can't keep.
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner? You stupid nug-humping dirt farmer. Why'd you go promising something like that?
Because if we don't get this expedition moving, brother, then we won't have any profits to argue about, will we?
Maybe you have a point.
So we're partners?
That depends. You got the coin we need?
Yep.
I do have your coin, in fact.
You're joking.
What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human.
All right, partner. Full share of the profit between you, me, and Varric. Now we just need a decent entrance into the deep roads.
I have maps.
These might be just what we need.
What's this? 3? 4 entrances into the deep roads, all in the free marches? Where'd you get these?
A wizard did it.
Well, color me astounded. We just pick the most promising one and go. Time to wrap up any business you have in the city, my friend. We'll be gone for several weeks at least. Let me know as soon as you're ready and we'll head out.
Yeah, I just need to... No, it's okay. Varric can stay. I'll stick with this party for a sec.
So are you ready? It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
ready.
good. Let's go.
Let's get started.
And let's not waste any more time. We've chosen one of the hidden entrances. The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us
No,
to get
it's-
to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
We shouldn't be taking any needless risks.
This isn't a foolish endeavor. This will work. Now, before... Wait. Who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt, Sir Dwarf, but I need to speak with my children.
Mother! I told you not to get involved with this.
I just want to know one thing. Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I hadn't decided yet.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go.
It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do this. But leave your sister here, I beg you.
It's the Templars or the Darkspawn, Mother. At least I'm allowed to fight Darkspawn.
Well, you're not gonna be able to take everyone anyhow. You'll need to decide.
Okay, so Varric is locked in. I have to take Meryl. And I'll take Bethany because why not? This could only go well. I don't see any problems here. One melee character? Yeah, that's fine.
Bethany, I beg you. Don't go. Don't do this.
I'll be fine, Mother, I promise. This will work out for the best. You'll see.
Oh, I'm breaking me mum's heart.
Personal drama over with? Now
Oh,
let's
shut
get
up.
underway.
Been a long time coming, eh, brother?
That it has. The deep roads await!
Freaking Bertrand.
No, this can't be right. The champion and his apostate sister came to Kirkwall to spread subversion against the Chantry. But you claim this wasn't the case. The champion just happened to have dealings with the Qunari, joined forces with a known raider, a blood mage, a rebel warden, and for what? Coin?
Maybe it's not as simple as you imagine, Seeker.
Simple? Do I need to remind you what your friend did? Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me he is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
He must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there. That's why he wanted to join your expedition.
No. None of us knew. If we had, he wouldn't have let his sister step foot into that blighted hole.
Is that so?
Uh-oh.
Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered the deep roads as planned, but we didn't get very far.
That ain't good. I wonder how much the cutscenes change depending on who I bring. Like those in-between talking cutscenes.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find. The side passages are too dangerous.
Useless! What am I paying you blighters for? Set camp!
What a pleasant person.
Problems, brother?
Sounding deep roads. Who knows how long it'll take to clear the path?
Shall we not try to find a way around instead? Seems like the logical choice.
You think I'm an idiot, Varric? The scouts say the side passages are too dangerous.
We need to do something. Sitting out here in the open is just as dangerous.
We'll take a look. If we come running back, screaming, you'll know staying put was the right decision.
Fine, fine. Find a way around. Just do it quickly.
I hate to add to your burdens, my friends, but I fear I must. I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now. I beg you, keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should.
We need to search the side passages. We'll bring him back if we can.
Poor Sandal.
I can't believe he's done this.
Let's move quickly then.
Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, let's get Bethany caught up with everyone else. Okay, let's see. The map reveals nothing. And also, this looks kind of worse than the deep roads in Origins. In a very strange way. You know, like, it's not exactly worse, but it is. Hooray, deep mushroom.
That's enough!
I can finish
Oathbreaker. Oh. Cool. I don't have anybody that uses two-handed weapons, but cool. Door. So what, are we gonna find a broodmother down here or something?
I've got a canvas with your name.
Now this is of course a trap, but I want the loot down here. Or is it? Maybe it's not. I unlock this door? Oh, no, that's where the trap is. Ooh, that's exciting. Blam, dead.
I better have a lot of these.
I do have a lot of health potions, don't worry. That was great. Superior light helmet? I'll take it. Keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, why do I not have that equipped? Nice. That door does not open. Hey, Bethany,
Well,
you doing
I'll be
alright?
a Nug's uncle.
Oh.
Isn't that Bodan's boy?
Wait a minute. Oh.
Hello? He survived this entire time.
Are you injured? How did you do this?
Boom.
And how did you do that?
Not enchantment.
Okay.
Smart boy.
Come on. We still need to find a way past that color.
Rune of Frost. Stone's Breath. Ah. Chance to knock back. 26 damage. That's pretty good. Oh, that looks epic too. Oh, are you really gonna make me run all the way back, or can I keep going? I guess I keep going. There isn't a dwarf alive who remembers the deep roads as they once were. They were the network of tunnels that joined the Taigs together. To be honest, it isn't even right to give them such a simple term as tunnels. They are works of art, with centuries of planning demonstrated in the geometry of their walls, with the statues of the paragons that watch over travelers, with the flow of lava that keeps the deep roads warm and lit and warm. The cloud gazers up on the surface talk of the Imperial Highway built by the Magisters of old. A raised walkway that crossed thousands of miles, something that could only have been built by magic. Perhaps it is comparable to the deep roads, although we dwarves didn't need magic. I suppose it doesn't matter anymore. The Darkspawn ruled the deep roads now. When Orzammar sealed off the entrances to the deep roads, abandoning everything that lay out there, we handed over the kingdom that was to those black bastards forever. To think that there are now Genlocks crawling over Bonamar now, tearing down our statues and defiling our greatest works. Corruption covers everything we built out there. Every dwarf who goes out and comes back says that it gets worse with each passing year. The foulness spread a little further. And the Cloud Gazers think the Darkspawn are gone just because they aren't spilling out onto the surface? Huh. One day, when Orzammar is gone for good, they'll find out differently. Those Darkspawn won't have anywhere else to go but up, and they'll do it. The surface folk will have themselves a blight that will never end. That's exciting. I'm sure these golems in that very strange pose won't come alive and attack me. That wouldn't make any sense.
That's enough! Now you fall!
Okay. This. And no, I'll save that. But I will do this. So far, nothing too scary out here. Except, you know, the impending sense of doom from that thing that I just read.
Go down!
Ooh, raw lyrium. Delightful. Blade of Red Birth. Dagger. Nice. Better than my messy kills. Oh. Great. Full inventory, because I didn't think to sell anything before I left. Depressing. What do you mean? I just destroyed something. Did I? Oh, I'm at 51 of 50. Alright. This has a rune slot, so let me slap that. Which one is... which... That one's fine. This one, I think, is the one that I want to get rid of. Boop. And maybe I can use the Rune of Frost on it? Is that not how that works? No, I guess not. Oh no, Gur.
Now you fall!
There are a lot of traps in here that neither of us can see. That's exciting. Getting a lot of like +7 stamina rings for some reason. Ooh. Ooh, that's exciting. Ah, shit. Okay, let me reload the autosave. Yeah, I know. Come on, guys. A hard combat. Let's go. And I need you to preemptively place this, like... no, I'll wait until the tiny dudes come out. There we go. Alright. Now. Slap this right here. And I need you to do a hit Rain of Arrows, also right about there. Great. Okay. caught. Okay, and now run away. While my ranged guy is beating the shit out of it. Okay. Seem to have run into some problems, but that's fine. Oh, oh. Okay. Nice. I hate that dragons can do that. Can you just not drink potions or something, man? Okay. That was a bit rough. Winter weight. And my inventory's full. Of course it is. Maybe I should put some into Constitution, perhaps. Let's see, maybe there's something better I can get. That could be good. Slow them down. Confusion. Right, specialist, no. Duelist? Oh, I have a specialization point. Assassin. What does it have? Mark of Death. Bloodlust. Stamina regen. Extra that. More critical hit per cunning level. Just murder. That seems pretty good. I'll use the specialization point for that. And then... Sure. You. Sure. Okay, and you're injured, so let's fix that. Alright, on we go.
Here we go. This goes right where we want it to. Let's go back and tell Bartrand. He'll be so pleased.
Please don't make me walk all the way back.
Bartrand, we found a way around your damned cave-in.
It's about time. Let's move out! Holy shit.
Is this what you were expecting?
I thought. An abandoned dike, something old, but... what is this?
How did you even know it was here?
Old scavenger tales. After the third blight. A week below the surface, they said. But nobody believed them.
Looks like they were right.
Make camp here. We need to look around.
Okay. I guess we're looking around.
I don't get it. Nothing in this tide makes sense.
Why's that?
We're well below the deep roads. Whatever dwarves lived here, they came long before the first blight. But where are the statues of paragons? I don't recognize these markings on the wall, or anything in the rubble.
Who knows how old these ruins are? Maybe your people were different back then.
I know enough about our history to know we haven't changed much. Dwarves have been mired in tradition for many ages. These dwarves might have been unique. If so, I hope they kept their valuables close at hand.
Right.
Andraste's ass, dwarves actually live down here? On purpose? What in blazes for?
Why would the Maker create so many darkspawn?
Everything here is cold. Hard stone. I wish I'd worn shoes with soles now.
This place is supposed to be something special. So you all found what you were looking for? This it?
Oh, hey. Oh, it's these guys. Okay. I wasn't quite sure,
You
but
found
yeah.
him. I can't believe it. You found him.
Hello?
He just looks...
I owe you a great debt. I will repay it somehow. I swear.
How
my
are you
life on
here?
it.
No need. I'm glad Sandal was all right.
Because of you. You will not regret this.
How are you here?
I will not forget what I owe you. I swear it. Say thank you to the nice man for saving your life, Sandal.
Thank you.
Woohoo! I can get rid of my crap. Yeah, I don't need to keep that. Get rid of that. I can get rid of the bow. I'll keep the shields. I can get rid of that, I think, and that, and that, and that. And I'll keep that. Get rid of that. Yeah. I can get rid of basically all of this. All these rings are just +7 mana, stamina, for no reason. Oh no, I can't put that belt on because I have the belt that makes enemies drop more money. I'll buy your entire stock of health potions. And I'll buy all your lyrium potions. And I'll buy all your stamina draughts. And I'll buy your injury kits. Thanks. Alright. Oh, he doesn't go enchantment. Enchantment? What even is the point if he doesn't go enchantment?
Whatever's through there, it
Doesn't
seems
say.
still intact. Think we'll find anything?
Bartrand is far more enthralled with this place than you are.
Unlike him, I wasn't born in Orzammar. I wouldn't even be down here if there wasn't profit in it. This entire place gives me the chills. Let's hope it's worth it.
Whatever we find, it might not be very pleasant.
I suppose we'll need to go down there to find out.
Brilliant conversation. Very necessary. Had to happen. Hi, Shades.
That's enough!
Oh no, the golem is alive. Can you, like, go be useful somewhere else?
May Andraste guide you!
I can do this in my sleep. You do get results, don't you?
He could do it in his sleep, guys. He said so himself. And... And I'll let it auto level up his attributes. Orichalcum. That's a Terraria thing, definitely. Totally a Terraria thing. Just a basic dagger? Bruh. I will look at that ring though. I forgot to check its stats while it was in the chest. What is it? 2% critical chance and 19 attack. I think that's better than the Silverite ring, yeah. I'll take it.
You see what I'm seeing?
Is that lyrium?
Doesn't look like any kind of lyrium I've ever seen. Look at this, Bartrand. An idol made out of pure lyrium, I think. Could be worth a fortune.
You could be right. Excellent find.
That's the first time I've seen this loading screen. The fuck? What's up with that? Game is clearly not frozen. I'll let it sit for a bit. We'll see how long this takes. Might cut past it, maybe. If I feel like editing. Doobie dabba doo. Doodly doo. Really shouldn't be taking this long to load. Because I have a pretty decent computer, and this game came out in like 2010, 2011, something like that. So, you know. Ugh. Okay, yeah, that definitely shouldn't be taking this long. Time to close the game, reopen the game. You know how it goes. Okay, well, I guess I'll end it there and I'll figure out what's going on behind the scenes.